Hello. Want a few gift ideas for that hacker on your shopping list? Well, I've got a few suggestions. Greetings. I'm Mark. I'm a security guy, computer guy, hacker type, infosec person. And if you've got one of us on your shopping list, you may be kind of stuck. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a few different ideas that you can use. These won't be too expensive. Hopefully they'll be somewhat affordable, and I'm pretty sure that they'll be really appreciated by the person receiving the gift. Now, I did a video like this a couple of years ago, but I wanted to do a new one for 2020. And like that one, in this one, there are all kinds of occasions. I know that this is coming out holidays time, but there are all kinds of occasions where you may need to buy a gift for one of your security / hackers / infosec friends. And so this should be good regardless of the time of year. Now, as a bonus, at the end, I will list some things that you should not get. Okay, first up is Yubico products. This is a Yubico product right here. Typically, these are used during authentication. This is a Yubikey. I can't even remember what version this is. This just happens to be the one I have close to the camera at hand. I've got 3 or 4 of these things that I've picked up. You can't go wrong with a Yubikey because there are a lot of features that get included in these. And if you're out there looking for one for a hacker type, even though they range from anywhere from like $20 up to I think $80 or $90 for one of these things. Play it safe. Don't get one of the prosumer products. Go ahead and spend a decent amount of money. Spend at least $45, $50 on one of these things. And if you're still kind of unsure, just get one of the ones that has NFC in the title of the product, and that's the one you should go with. They may be a little bit more expensive, but basically a good one with a long list of features. I've used these for a long time. I've tested them for work, and you just simply can't beat getting a hacker type, a Yubikey. This is an Anker USB hub adapter, and what this little thing does, this version here is a USB-C. They also make a USB-A version of this. And what this does is to say it has 3 USB ports on the device. It has an HDMI output here, and it also has 1 gigabit Ethernet. This is something that when I travel, this goes into the bag. I have a couple of devices around here, a couple of computers that have a USB-C plug that don't have the Ethernet plug. Does come in handy. In fact, it's still a little warm because I just pulled it off of a laptop that it was plugged into because it was in use. But again, when traveling, this is something that always goes in the bag, and I've used each and every one of the ports on this little guy. This is a name hackers will trust, and this is something that they will definitely have in their bag if you get something like this for them. Next up is this is a UniFi USW-Flex-Mini. Now what this is this is a 5-port Ethernet hub. Now this is pretty cool because it can be powered by a USB cable, and it comes with one when you get the device, or it can be powered with Power over Ethernet, PoE. And so that makes this a pretty neat little gadget or doodad. If your hacker type has a UniFi network, this will work and be managed on that network. If not, still, this is a great little thing as far as travel goes. If you're bringing a bunch of cables, like you're doing a presentation or something like that, and you don't want to have internet access, this is the kind of thing you throw into your bag that you can use to hook up and do fun stuff with. Also, it's only, I think I got this one for like 29 bucks. It may be a little bit more now, but that's when I got this one, yeah, $29. And even if it's something they're not going to be taking on the road, there's a lot of uses for this around a home, for home network. Like it's easy to, like, say, mount on a wall and behind a television. You can plug in the television, the PlayStation, the Xbox, all that stuff. And it's just a wonderful little device to have. So I recommend this guy right here. Last gift video, I recommended getting a Raspberry Pi 3B Plus. And of course you can still get that, although I'd recommend a Raspberry Pi 4 at this point. Either way, a great gift is a case for that tiny computer, and I've got one here. This one is from a company called MiuZei, and this is a neat little thing to put together. It's got a lot of clear stuff on there. It has heat sinks, and it even comes with a power cable so that you can hook this thing up, and it has power. Oh, and it has a fan in there to help keep the thing cool. So this is a neat little thing to give, particularly if you gave someone a Raspberry Pi the previous gift time. Now you can get them one of this, and it really works well. It just works like a champ. Great thing to get. Now, your paranoid hacker friend may need to go radio silent or just completely off the grid for a while, or even temporary. Well, if so, I'd recommend a Faraday bag to help with that. Now, because a modern phone has multiple radios in it, and being able to block all the signals of all the radios means that you can go silent and not be tracked by those radio signals. Now, there are devices that do this. I have a bag here. This is from a company called Mission Darkness. They make a whole line of products that do this kind of thing, where they have an interior thing that this thing's a little dirty because I actually use this a lot. But this has an interior pocket in here. Get this open to show you. And inside this pocket here is a special lining that can be used to block signals. So the phone goes in here, and of course this is a nice, neat little thing. It's also got you know, a little keychain type thing here and some storage choices and whatnot. And it's very easily zips up and fits into a laptop bag. So Mission Darkness Faraday bag. This happens to be the Mission Darkness Mojave version. They make a whole bunch of different products, but this one's fairly affordable, and it does work. Don't start looking for a Faraday bag and buy one of the cheaper ones. They don't always block all the signals. This one happens to do what it's supposed to do and blocked correctly. Okay, that's some great gift ideas right there. Here are a few tips for the do not get list. Nothing with camouflage on it, like a backpack, okay? It looks tactical, which draws attention. And frankly, these things are cut out of patterned cloth. The pattern's placement on the product becomes unique to the point that law enforcement can actually identify the pattern as it exists on a particular product, like a fingerprint, say from surveillance video. So, no camo. No backpacks, by the way. Speaking of backpacks, just don't give a backpack or a laptop bag. Unless your hacker has specifically asked for a specific make and model, your chance of getting exactly what they want or need are close to nil. You got to remember that in our industry, we get these things as gifts all the time from vendors trying to win our approval. We pick them up at conferences. They're handed out by our employers come the holidays. And in a lot of cases, we end up just getting rid of them or giving them to friends. And I've probably I've been given probably several dozen over the years. And so this is one reason why I just say don't get that. Hackers get really, really particular about their laptop bags and their backpacks and what they put their tech in, and have specific requirements and needs. And you, like I said, unless they've got the exact make and model that they want you to get, that's it. Okay, now I already mentioned not to get the cheap Mission Darkness Faraday bag, or get the cheap knockoff of the Mission Darkness Faraday bag. That applies to everything. Don't go cheap. You may find something that's just like, well, this thing's on sale and it's, you know, $50, but here's another product that says it functions just like the other one and it's only $25. Don't get that, okay? That's a problem. A lot of these things don't work as well as the original. And take it from me, this is someone who tests his gear. And I do this for gear that I use myself, and I also do it for gear that my employer recommends to its employees. So this is something that I've done for a while. The final thing to not get a hacker type is a techie black t-shirt. And just because it has a funny joke on it that you don't quite understand doesn't mean that your hacker friend is going to like it. I mean, you could go ahead, but if you visit your hacker friend later and they're washing their car with that t-shirt that you gave them as a gift, don't be surprised. I have received tons and tons and tons of t-shirts, again, from these conferences, from vendors, and as gifts. And most of them end up becoming, you know, shop rags, or I use them to clean something out. You know, whatever it is. I mean, I rarely do I get a shirt that I like. Okay, that's just rare. So don't get them some type of techie black t-shirt. Okay, well, that's it. Be sure to do that whole like and subscribe thing. Happy shopping. There'll be some links in the description to some of the products. Feel free to explore those, and I will see you in the next video.